I was just trying to do too many things at the same time this morning. So today, I'm going to do something that traditionally you probably never do on social media. I'm going to share an actual opinion. Um, it's funny because this opinion will be polarizing, and if it polarizes people, they're missing the point. I want to be very, very clear about this. Why I actually started doing this. Uh, uh, Oh Canada in the morning. Gosh, it's hard to say because it's good morning, Joanne. It's hard to say because it sounds a little crazy if you're not paying attention. But good morning, Charmaine. Look, the fact of the matter is, we've seen a lot of civil liberties that have been postponed or suspended over the last couple of months. The reason I started doing this is because I got scared. The first week that everything started happening, I saw people panicking, and of course, I was in Toronto. Started seeing businesses board up. I started seeing, good morning, Dougie. I started seeing people panic buying. We all, know how ridiculous the toilet paper run was. But that's because people don't act rationally when they're scared. There's a lot of really messed up stuff that's been happening over the last few weeks. And there's a lot of things that we've given up under the guise of safety. There's a lot of people that have gone out and started protesting all of the suspension of our rights and freedoms. And though I don't agree with going out and protesting in a large group, what I do agree with is watching what's going on and not just taking it lying down. The real annealing event for me was on Friday when the Liberal government announced that they're banning 1,500 assault-style rifles. I couldn't get the air quotes in both cameras there. There's no factual basis for this. And I know a lot of people are going to be polarized about this, but the fact of the matter is, when you're banning guns that fire the same ammunition as another gun and have the same ammo capacity, why? Why is one gun better or worse than the other? And I'm not a gun owner, but I do advocate, well, I don't advocate, but I do understand gun owner rights. And more importantly, I understand good morning, Davey. I understand the propaganda that was put out by our government saying how these things were bad, saying how they did polls. 52% of urban dwellers in Canada, or 52% of Canadians polled, supported a complete gun ban in Canada. Here's the thing. They only surveyed people who lived in the cities, and I lived in the city at the time. I don't remember being polled. So what am I saying about all of this? The reason I started singing our national anthem is because it is the most unifying thing that I can think of. In a time when things are so messed up, we need to come together. If you listen, the biggest difference between, the American national anthem and the Canadian national anthem is a lot of the words in the American national anthem are past tense. But if you listen to the words of the Canadian national anthem, it is here and now. The true north, strong and free. God keep our land glorious and free. And the last two lines, that's I 100% agree, Greg. It's messed up. The last two lines of the song are here and now. They are, "O Canada, we stand on guard for thee." Twice it's mentioned to end the song. Now, why do I share this opinion? Because I'm scared of what our government is doing and not asking our opinions, not asking us to vote, but simply making bans on guns. If somebody wants to hurt somebody, they'll drive a van down Yonge Street. It's not the gun itself. It's the intention the person has behind it. If you doubt the ability of the Canadian government to be nefarious, look up the MK Ultra experiments. And this is all proven stuff. It's not conspiracy theory. The government of Canada was in collusion with the CIA to perform mind control experiments on Canadian citizens against their will in the 1960s in a Montreal mental health hospital. It's fact. It's on the CBC. This is what makes me question everything, and this is why, more than ever, we need to be a part of unifying together. Now, once again, spoken over a minute, so Good morning, Teresa. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you sense the urgency and the frustration in my voice. More importantly, the conviction. Please rise to your feet. Let your voice ring out not only in unison, but in defiance of anything that keeps us from being free for our national anthem. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Today was a lot more serious and not as positive, but that's because I felt it was necessary. It's time to wake up. We have been kept fat. We have been kept entertained. We have been kept in poverty to a certain extent. Actually, the better word is debt. We need to come together, not just as a nation, but as a world. You know, if people are, I realize I've been singing the wrong lyrics, that it was updated a little while ago. It's not for any political statement. It's for the fact that I was programmed with those words from the time I started kindergarten to the time I left high school. And if I sing the other words, well, quite frankly, I'll probably forget the words because it's just not in there. I will get back to the positive messages, of course, because love is a heck of a lot stronger than hate. But I felt it important enough to hope that people are examining and questioning every single thing that is happening right now. We have never experienced times like this, but understand that just because Trudeau has a pretty face doesn't mean he has the best of intentions. I'm not saying it's time to rise up and arm ourselves and overthrow the government, not by a damn long shot. What I am saying, however, is pay attention, because history is doomed to repeat itself. There's a lot of things that have happened in the past that were done under the guise of protecting people. I love you. We all need to come together and support one another right now. Nobody should be lonely. Nobody should be starving. And nobody should be without enough money to take care of their essentials. I do support the whole CERB thing. I do support us being in social isolation, but I do not support not being able to use our parks. I do not support the police being used to threaten people, arrest them, and fine them for using something that was gifted to us by our country, our provincial and national parks. I'm not saying anti-police by any means. I love the police. I support they have like the hardest job in the world. I just don't believe in using them for the wrong reasons. Sorry it's so serious today, but this is very, very important to me. This is the whole reason I started doing this. I tried to get it through just through a message of unity, but I wanted to reveal my true feelings behind everything and my true opinion that if we don't stand together, if we don't question everything, we'll end up with a world we do not want. And that's why we need to very much limit the information that we have. I call it a low information diet, because there's a lot of stuff out there circulating, and it's becoming more and more apparent that people are questioning, as they should. I'm not saying believe everything that's out there, but I am saying when you get the information, decide for yourself. Formulate your own opinion, because your opinion is valid. And if you come to the conclusion that you don't like what's going on, then speak up. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do with this. Absolutely, Gary. Absolutely. Here's the thing. There's a boiled frog syndrome. It's an old story that if you throw a frog into a pot of boiling water, I don't know why you would ever do that, but if you throw a frog into a pot of boiling water, the frog will jump out immediately. Good morning, Carrie. But if you put a frog into a pot of water and turn the temperature up slowly, it'll boil to death because it doesn't notice it. Slowly at first, and then all of a sudden. Be vigilant. Stand on guard for thee. Make sure that you're asking questions and make sure that you're sending the love out that people need, deserve, and quite frankly can't live without. It's not about race, it's not about religion, it's not about nationality. Right now, it is about humanity and understanding that the entire world is being affected by this. The only reason I'm singing the national anthem is because it's the broadest thing that I can think of to bring together as many people as possible. If there was a world anthem, I'd be singing that. Geez, this is a tough one today. Anyhow, I hope you're asking questions. I hope you're joining this for the right reasons, not just to get a positive boost in the morning, but to become part of something larger than yourself. And it'll be interesting to see if this video makes it to the internet, because there's been a lot of weird censorship lately, not with me, but with a lot of people out there. Anyhow, have a fantastic day. I love you all. And remember, more now than ever, every single voice counts. That's why I created the tagline. We have to come together. I love you. Have a fantastic Thursday. And make a change in somebody's life today. Send love out there, because love is a hell of a lot stronger than hate. Talk to you tomorrow.